What's up? This is Tin Man Lee. Today I'm going to share with you the best backpack after testing many in the last 20 years. I will tell you why I think this is the best so that you can make a better decision for yourselves. I will also show you how this backpack can fit both my 600mm f4 and 402.8 lenses in, which adds up to over $25,000. So this is the backpack. Everybody see that? So what is this? Like this name tag and stuff, you just have to put in something that is easy to remember because a lot of people are using similar bag if you're serious about photography. So you want something that you can identify yourself. Like for example, I put a green tag here, and then I put this whatever cloth here and some other stuff like this. Everything is just easier to remember. I have used the 𝐥𝐤𝐤 backpack for years and years, and I love them. But a few years ago, I got a chance to use the mindshift bag, and I think at the time the mindshift bag has a much better zipper, the zip than the 𝐥𝐤𝐤 bag. So I immediately switched to this one, and to this date, I'm still using this. I really love it. But 𝐥𝐤𝐤 is also very good. I heard they have some updates for the newer version, so they may have already solved the previous problem. The previous problem is that, let me just show you. So this is the back of the backpack. Gears, you store it here, and this is the zip. Okay, so this is better. So you also have the lock here. So that is something I forgot to mention. So you see the zipper is actually, it's actually very, very solid and very easy to zip and very secure. And 𝐥𝐤𝐤 at the time, it's very difficult to do this zipping and unzipping. So I didn't like it. And then lots of cushion here, right? You can see that in this backpack, right? So you just carry it on your back. So a lot of you say that, Tim, man, I have back pain. I can't carry this for too long. So what and for me, I mean, I'm not that good either. So what I do is, the key thing here is when you are lining up for the ticketing, like for your check-in, for your flight, lining up there, and also when you are boarding the plane, that's when you must have your backpack on your back, like carrying it on your back. You should never put it in something that I'm going to show you next, which is, so this is a collapsible cart. You can go to Amazon to buy it. I think it's like $30 or something. So what this does is, this is a Samsonite, and Conrad just told me that they have already discontinued this one, probably because I didn't do enough promotion. But you can always just go to Amazon and search collapsible cart and make sure to buy a few, and then see which one is the lightest. I don't even know, but the Samsonite one is really nice and small. So what you do is when you are not carrying it on your back, you just open this collapsible cart and put your backpack on it to move it, and then it will be so easy. But then when you are not using it, what do? So this is the good thing about the this bag. So when you open this right here, you can actually fit this whole collapsible cart into the front pocket. Look at that. You just put this in, and you close the zip. So you can easily put the collapsible carts in here before you even pack. Basically, after you check in, you just take it out and then carry it in from terminal to terminal until you are going to start to board the plane, and then you put it back into the backpack. Now we get to the fun part. So you just open this, and then you open this space, right? Okay, so this, everybody can see that, right? So this is the opening. So you say, Tin Man, where are this compartment divider thing, right? My idea is I don't use any of the compartment divider, and I'll explain to you why. So first of all, let me show you the 600. So this is the 600mm, right? So what you do is it like this? Okay. Look at that. You just put in a 600 in there. And then this is Sony 600 f4. And then, you guys see that, right? Okay, on this side. And then this is a Sony 402.8. You put it in here. Look at that. Look at how much space it is, right? Okay, and then now you still have all this space in here. So what you do is, for example, if you have like a teleconverter, you can just put it something like this. Another thing that I want you guys to know is this thing right here. So this is a camera bag. What is the brand? Optech. So go to Optech or Amazon, search Optech camera bag. And I like it because it's neoprene, is it how you pronounce it? And what you do is, look at this one. Guess what this camera is? This is a highly sought after Z9 that I just did an open unboxing a few days ago. And so what you do is you can put this in and put it in this camera bag. And there's a button here that you can click on it. Now what you do is you put it here, right? And then so you put on maybe 2 bodies here, and then all these teleconverters. And what next is there is also this hard case, right? So this hard case, I also bought it from Amazon. What you do is you can put, this is 4 terabytes SD drive, and then you can put 2 of those drives in, and then you just put this in and then close it, and then you can put it like here. And so one thing is, people will say, well, Tim, I can't fit mine. What is happening? Okay, so the key thing is I don't put the hood with the lens. You can still put the hood in if you are not bringing the 400 to 600 together. Because the hood is actually quite hard, and you can put it in the luggage for check-ins. And what you do is you stuck some of the clothing in the middle of the hood to kind of give it some like cushioning and stuff, and then wrap around with some other t-shirts and stuff, and then you're good to go. So that is usually how I pack my stuff. And then you might have your 70 to 200 and 2470, and those I will put in my messenger bag. And if you only are bringing one big lens, right? So for example, if you're bringing just this one big 600 lens, and you have all this space, and here you can put on the 7200, 2470, and I can put 3 camera bodies and a bunch of teleconverters and stuff like here, converters. You can put it here, lots of space, DA50 with a 500 PF. You can also put it like here, and then still have all this space in here. And when you close it, it's perfect. Yeah. So got it? So that is the way I pack my stuff. These days, most people don't want to pay for the extra for the check-in luggage. It means that everybody are packing a lot for their carry-on item. If you are getting onto the plane, if you are boarding the plane, you're lining up if you are in the middle of the line or the later part of the line, you are not gonna get any space for the overhead compartment. It actually happened to me one time. I had to put my backpack with all my cameras like all the way back in the airplane, and then I sit kind of in the middle, and I have to wait for the whole plane's people left to get to the back to get my luggage, and I couldn't find it one time. It's just a long story, but I'm gonna brief you the details. So for example, when you have a seat that is on the left-hand side of the plane, and for me, I always choose the aisle seat because I just have to go to bathroom all the time. And if I can't sit in the aisle seat, I always think about bathroom, and then it makes it even worse. Imagine if there's a big guy who fell asleep, and then you have to wake him up, and then squeeze through, and it's just very uncomfortable. So get the aisle seat, and then instead of putting the cameras and stuff above you, he always put it opposite to you. So like if I sit on the left hand side, he put all the backpack like kind of in the front but on the other side, so that when people try to steal something from you or whatever, you can see them opening, and then you can always see your luggage over there. But if it's right on top of you, then you don't know what people are doing to that, right? So, but having said that, in order to get a precious overhead compartment is very difficult. So there are two tips. One is always pay a little bit more to get the priority boarding. That is worth more than anything. And if you're crazy, and if you're super rich, or if you are willing to eat instant ramen for a year, just see if your credit card or anything have any points or anything and just go for the business. Business class is very expensive, but priority boarding is very important to get the overhead compartment. So for packing, there is only one thing that you guys have to be paying attention to when you do the international travel is stealth is the one thing. So you don't want everybody to know that you're carrying a camera, and you don't want wheels to show. So if you are using this luggage kind of thing to do the carry-on, for some of the international flights, this is like the trigger. Like, you know, photography, we also have a lot of emotional trigger for the photos to move people. And if you have a luggage that it has a wheel and the plane is full, the flight attendant is gonna stop you and say that, hey, we need to gauge check your luggage. So that's why, even though putting the backpack on your back is hurting your back, but it's just like a few hours, right? So just bear with that and always use backpack instead of something that has wheels on that. Nothing hurts more than imagining that you have to separate from your backpack and people are throwing your backpack from the plane onto their luggage container, you know. I can't even imagine that. So that is very important. So how do you do it? So first of all, I will recommend you to get a backpack that is darker tone, like a black color, because you know why I wear darker color, right? Because it looks you thinner. Well, now it's okay. I'm working out and stuff, but you know that the key thing is just get like really earth tone or darker color for your backpack so that it looks smaller, right? So what is going on is you always have to expect that your luggage is not gonna arrive. So what I do in a photography tour is you also have to understand your objective, right? The objective is to take photos. So I don't need all this extra clothing and stuff. All I need is just to have all my camera ready for the whole trip. When I do the carry-on, I would have all my cameras, all my lenses, all my teleconverters, all my SSD external drive for backups ready, and all my card readers. I usually bring 2 card readers just in case one of them is gone. All the batteries, all the battery chargers, basically all the stuff that I would need for the whole trip to take photos. So hope you guys enjoy the talk today. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Okay.